Hey, mamas. I always encourage the mothers I work with during this messy process of divorce to lean into their divorce story. What do I mean by that? I ask them how they want to remember themselves in this chapter of their life. As a frazzled mess, up all night worrying, barely keeping it together, and losing their you know what on their kids at every turn? Or not? The answer seems simple, right? Well, getting there doesn't just happen by thinking happy thoughts. You're in that story now. Who are you showing up as? How are your kids going to remember you? While you only control your side of the street, your side of the street can make enormous impact on your well-being, your divorce outcomes, and most importantly, your kids. I want to share a seemingly silly experience that just happened to me. It includes my ex and my kid, the one who is now almost 25 years old, and how it was testament to how much I have healed and how far I have come. I want that for you and every mother reading or listening to this. I want you to be able to laugh about it all and heal your way to happiness. It's what I want to talk to you about today. I'm calling this conversation The Invitation. Hi there, mamas. Welcome to the Intuitive Divorce Podcast. I'm Kristen Noel, certified divorce coach and creator of the Best Self Intuitive Divorce, a game-changing program that transforms the experience and outcomes of divorce, one mother at a time. I call it Divorcing Differently. I'm here each week bringing you a quick message to support, inspire, and empower you to achieve the outcomes you want for yourself and your kids. So let's dive into today's episode. Recently, as I stood with a bunch of newly delivered mail in my hand, flipping through the usual junk mail, a formal invitation to a gala event fell out onto the table. What's this? An even bigger ensued because upon closer inspection, I noticed it was addressed to me and my ex-husband. Wait, what? First off, we never lived at this address together. Secondly, we've been divorced for 20 years. I think someone needs to update their Rolodex. But it made me laugh and sigh, realizing how far I've come in my healing journey. The mere fact that I could joke about this said it all. I even took it a step further and took a picture of it and texted it to my ex and my son. Yes, a group chat. I think that's the first we've ever had. Now, before you think I had one of those divorces, the kind where everything is collaborative and consciously motivated, think again. My divorce and subsequent unraveling were anything but. It was complicated, and I paid a grave price for fighting and betraying my intuition. It's all water under the hindsight bridge right now, but trust me, it was a long road to here. Why am I telling you this story? Because your story remains unwritten, and all the ensuing chapters ahead will be informed by how you show up for yourself now. Eventually, you will get to the other side of your divorce. You will be free. You will get to design your own life and live as you choose and be who you want to be. However, if you have kids, especially younger ones, there will forever be a thread that connects you. So you're going to want to figure this one out. Of course, it will morph and change as you do and your children get older. But remember, you get to divorce your ex, but not excommunicate him when kids are involved. And there will be times where you both need to be present. I had to facilitate very complicated visitations for my son, but I'll save that for another conversation. There will be school conferences, celebrations, graduations, eventually weddings, and you'll have to see your ex, maybe even stand in a picture together for the benefit of your child. We never know what life will bring, but you know what I want you to focus on here? It's not your grievances, justified or not. I don't want you to get all self-righteous, justified or not. And I don't want you to get in your own way. What I want for you to remember is that those moments aren't about you. They're about your kid. If you can shift your focus, you will all benefit. You aren't condoning bad behavior if you do that. You aren't asking to get back together if you do. You aren't being a doormat if you do. Nope. You're being a healed human being who is modeling healthy relationship to self and others for your children. There's a massive valley between acting like nothing has happened and dragging your kid through the mud because You want to share every impression you have of your ex. As ludicrous as it sounds, it's far too easy to do. It's really hard to keep your kids out of the conflict. They hear, feel, and intuit everything despite your best intentions. Your kids aren't your sounding board, and the sooner you find ways to navigate that, the sooner you will all find new ways of being. You don't have to pretend you like your ex, but you'll want to allow your child to know that it's safe to love both parents. Here's a harsh reality. We can't tell people who to love. If we try to control that with our kids, we all lose. Even if you really wish your kid saw something in your ex or didn't, trust that they need to figure it out for themselves. I don't know when they will, but they will. Attempting to direct their feelings will only backfire on you. Yes, it's the hard road. Some call it the high road. I just call it consciously parenting and allowing your kid to come to their own conclusions and to develop their own intuition. It's also the way in which you truly want to show up as a parent. Isn't that ultimately how you want to remember yourself in this story? Skipping ahead years down the road, this will all be dust in the wind. You'll be living your life, and hopefully, like me, you'll reach a place where you're no longer triggered when a piece of mail arrives in your mailbox addressed to the two of you. I hope you can even laugh about it too. This journey through divorce, for all intents and purposes, may appear as if it's a journey of two, but it's actually a solo voyage of your own. It's about your personal discoveries, growth, and becoming. But first comes the revealing and healing. Our text thread between the three of us was brief and a little silly, but it was also good for our son, now almost 25 years old. Yes, healing is an invitation too. Go ahead and RSVP. Thanks for listening to today's episode, but more importantly, for making this time for yourself. If you're a professional, independent mother facing off with divorce, struggling with your emotions, worried about your kids and your future, and want a better way to navigate it all, I've got 2 ways to completely change the trajectory of your divorce and your life starting today. The first is our free divorce workshop. In this training, you'll learn the 3 steps to get off the emotional roller coaster and take control of your divorce so you can save time, money, and heartache for you and your family. Simply go to intuitivedivorce.com/workshop. And the second way is to book a free strategy call with our team, where we'll dive into your situation, your struggles, what you really want, and outline a path to get you there. For a short video and the booking link, go to intuitivedivorce.com/call. Check it out, and I'll see you inside. Now I have a favor to ask you, Mama. If you enjoyed this conversation and were inspired in your own divorce, please subscribe to this podcast so you don't miss future juicy talks. And I'd be so grateful if you'd leave a review so together we can help other mamas walking in the same shoes.